Good morning, students. I hope you all are safe at home. Myself, Aruna Mishra. Stay home, stay safe. As you all know, aware of COVID-19 pandemic, due to which the whole world is locked out. But I can tell 100% sure that you might be missing your school, your teachers, your friends, your classrooms, and many more things. So, today we are going, today we are here to study the new subject with new interesting topics. So today's subject is EVS. As you can see the picture on your screen, please remove your EVS textbook of book A. I think you all might have been remove your EVS textbook. Now let's take a look that which lesson we are going to study. Today we are going to study the fourth lesson of our textbook. Let's see the name of fourth lesson. Chalo. The topic for the fourth lesson is living and non-living things. So you got this page. As you can see here, highlights are written. As you can see, there is highlights. I'll mark it for you. See here, highlights are written. In that you have to study two topics: things around us and natural and man-made things. So first we are going to study about natural things, and then we will study about man-made things. So things around us we will study first. Chalo. Dear children, now what it is written? Dear children, we see many things around us. Yes, if I ask you, when you go in the garden, what all things you see? You see many different things, right? Yes. So tell me what all things you see in the garden. You see trees. Yes. Then you see swings. Yes, you see the swings. Then you see small plants. Yes, then you see the small plants. Then we can see grass also. Yes. So these are the things which you see in the garden. You see benches, you see children playing around it, you see grandmothers, you see grandfathers in the park for walking. They come for walking. Okay, so we see many things around us like table, chair, plants, animals, and toys. We see this many things around us. Yes or no? Yes. Some have life in them while some don't. Now see, when you see animals and when you see plants, so they have life. What do you mean by life? Means they are alive. But some of the things you see, they don't have life, like table, chair, toys. They don't have life inside them. Okay. So now let's come to the next page and see what this lesson is about. Come on, we'll learn today something more interesting about life. Chalo. So here it is written things around us. Now when it is said things around us, so we have to tell what all thing is present around us. Now this is Jenny. Now you can see this picture. In this picture, this girl's name is Jenny. This is Jenny. She is playing with her doll. And what she's doing? She's playing with her, she's playing with her doll. You can see she's playing with her doll in the garden. In the garden, that garden is near to the Jenny's house. So Jenny is playing with her doll in the garden. It starts raining. Now what happened? It starts raining. How many of you love rain? Even I also love the rain. You love rain? Okay. So it starts raining. All of a sudden, and all of the sudden means suddenly rain comes. Yes or no? Yes. So suddenly rain comes and Jenny runs. Jenny runs to the house. Now Jenny is what doing? Jenny is running to the house, leaving the doll outside. Where Jenny was playing, Jenny left the doll there only and ran into the house. In sometimes she forgot all about it. All about it. She forgets about the doll. What the doll is present here. She forgets about that doll. Just before going to bed, Jenny realized that she has left her doll in the garden. Now what Jenny is doing? Jenny has remember that she has put her doll in the garden, left her doll in the garden. So she wants her doll. She wants to go out, means go and get her doll, but her mother stops her. Now why mother is stopping? Because the rain is there outside, so mother is saying not to go out for taking your doll. Now let's see in the below picture what mother is saying to Jenny. As you can see, this is mother and this is Jenny. So let's see what mother is saying to Jenny. Mother, why can't I go out? Why can't I go out? Now this is Jenny is asking to the mother that why I can't go out. So now let's see what mother is doing. I do not want you to fall sick, Jenny. Fall sick means if she get wet in the rain, she will get cold, she will get cough, so she will fall sick. Jenny, you will caught a cold if you get wet in the rain. Now if Jenny is getting wet in the rain, so Jenny will get cold, cough, fever. He can get all such things, right? So now let's take a look in the next part what Jenny is saying. But mother, want my doll won't my doll caught a cold if she stays outside? Now she is telling this is also right now that if her doll is outside, so doll will also get cold and cough. So now what mother is saying, your doll will not catch a cold, Jenny. Now why doll will not catch cold? You are different from your doll. Now Jenny is different from doll. Yes or no? Jenny is different and doll is different. So Jenny is different from doll. You were a baby when you were born. When Jenny was born, Jenny was baby. When now look at you. You have grown up. Now Jenny has grown up. When Jenny was born, Jenny was baby. But now Jenny has grown up. Has your doll grown up? No, but Jenny's doll is not grown up. Jenny's doll is still the same size. She brought from the market. The size was small. So till now the doll's size is small. So doll is not growing. But Jenny is growing. No, mom, my doll hasn't grown like me. Now Jenny is saying, no, mama, my doll is not grown up. She's still like that only we have brought from the market. She's still like that. But why has she not grown? Now Jenny is getting a question. Why my doll has not grown up? Why she is like that only? She should also grow up. She is asking to her mother. Now let's see what mother is giving the answer. Now what mother is saying? Because your doll is a non-living thing. Non-living thing means he is not having any life. That toy or doll is not having any life. Living things like us. We are living things. Now what she's telling? Living things like us, like Jenny's mother and Jenny. They both are living things. So living things like us breathe. They breathe means they take air. They feel. Feel means they feel whether the substance is cold or hot. Eat. We all eat food to grow. And move. Move means move from one place to another. But your doll cannot do all these things and all these activities. Yes or no? You also have dolls in your home or teddy bears at your home. So do your teddy bear eat? Do your teddy bear get feel? Do your teddy bear get cry? No, because the teddy bear is non-living thing, because in that teddy bear life is not there. And those who breathe, those who breathe, those who eat, those who feel, they are, and those who move from one place to another, they are living beings. They are called living things. Okay? Yes. Now, this is interesting, mom. Now, what Jenny is saying? This is interesting, mom. They, plants and animals. Then, plant and animals are also living things, right? Yes, right. Why they are living things? Because they grow, they breathe, they feel, they walk. So, they are living things. Okay. Yes, you are right, Jenny. Animals are living things like us and give birth to their young ones. Now you have seen the lion's baby or the cat's baby. So they give birth to their young ones. So they are living things. Okay. So now let's study about the characteristics of living thing. Now we will study the characteristics of living thing. As you can see the first photo of the boy. Now what it is written? They breathe through their nose. Now we breathe through our nose. We breathe. Yes, we breathe with our nose. Now next is the boy. That boy is walking. They move with the help of their legs. Now any person is moving, they are moving with the help of their legs. They eat food to live. Now we eat food to live. Yes or no? If we will not eat food, then what will happen? We will not live. Yes or no? We will die. In the same way, we have to eat food to live. Now, they feel hot, cold, happy and sad. You feel sad sometimes. When your mother is scolding you, you feel sad. When you get chocolates, you get happy. In the rainy season, you get cold. In the winter season, you get cold. But in summer season, you feel hot. So this is the feel. What you feel. Human beings feel. Okay. Now, human beings grow from babies to adult. When you all are born, you all are babies. But when you grow up, you become adult. Adult like your mom, dad, your teacher. Okay, so you become adult. Now, last point is they reproduce by giving birth to their young ones. Now, as you know, the human beings give birth to babies. Yes, means the babies are produced by human beings. Okay. Now, let's move to the next page. Now we have studied about the human beings. Now we will study about plants. Okay, so now we will study about plants. So first is the picture of leaves. First is the picture of leaf. Then second is the picture of sunflower. Yes. Then third is the picture of a small plant. Then fourth is again the picture of plant. Then fifth is the picture of trees. And again here we will see how the new plant is growing. So let's first see about the leaves. So plants, they breathe through tiny holes on the surface of the leaves. Now as you can see, this is the leaf surface. On this leaf surface there are small holes. Small holes are there. In that tiny holes, through which the leaves can breathe. How human beings can breathe? In the same way the leaves can breathe. The same way leaves can breathe. Now the next one, second point, they are fixed to the ground. Now the plants are fixed to the ground. Yes or no? Root is inside the soil and above the soil plant is there. Okay. So they are fixed to the ground. Plants like sunflower move in the direction of the sun. Now what does sunflower do? Now sun is over here at this position. So sunflower will always face the sun. If sun is over here, so sunflower will always face like this. Always sunflower is facing towards sun. That's why that flower is only known as sun's flower. Okay, it is known as sunflower. Right? Now let's move to the third point. They prepare their own food using air, water and sunlight. Now how does you eat food? Because your mama is preparing the food, so you eat the foods, and my mama also prepares, then I eat the food, right? In the same way, plant is not having any mama, so how plant will prepare? Plant is preparing the food with its own. Plant does not need any mama. Plant is itself a mama and she is preparing the food itself. She doesn't want to prepare anyone else. For anyone else don't want to prepare the food for plant. So plant is preparing their own food. They will prepare their own food with the help of what? With the help of air, with the help of water and with the help of sunlight. These three things will help the plant to prepare the food. Okay. Some leaves responds to the touch or light. Plants like touch me not close their leaves on touching. Now what plant is doing? There is a one plant, its name is touch me not. As you can see that plant, when you touch that plant's leaves, for example, this is touch me plant, this is touch me plant leaf. When you touch this touch me not, the plant's name is touch me not, means don't touch me. That plant is itself telling you don't touch me. And if again you touch that plant, so what happens? That plant close the leaves. Now this is a plant. If I am touching it, this will close the leaves. So that's why that plant is called touch me not. Touch me not. Don't touch me. The plant name is don't touch me. If you touch that plant, so that plant will close all the leaves of itself. Now, plants grow from a sapling to a tree. when you put a mango seeds, when you take a mango seeds and you sow it in the ground, so what happened? First it become a sapling, means small plant, and then it grow up in a huge big trees, and after few times later you will get fruits and vegetables or flowers with that tree. Yes. Now, plants reproduce from seeds. Now, each and every fruit is having seeds. So with the help of that seeds, you can grow a new tree or a new plant. So, how plant reproduce? Plant reproduce from seeds. Okay. So here we finished up with the plants. So two characteristics we finished. First we finished with human beings. Then we finished with plants. Yes. Now third we will start with animals. The third we will start with animals. Now there are different animals. They breathe according to themselves. Okay. Now, dog breathes with his nose, but the fish is not breathing towards his nose. She breathes with something else. And even the housefly or the insects breathe with their air holes. Okay, so different animals breathe with different techniques. So let's study about it, how it happens. Okay, so let's take a look for it. Animals and they are breathing. So first animal is a dog. Animal breathe with the help of their nose. Now animal like dog, cat, cow, buffalo, goat, this all type of animal breathe through their nose, with their nose. Okay. Now fish. Second is fish. Now fish is like this. Okay, as you can see, this is a fish. For example, you can see this fish. Fish is having the tail, then here he is having mouth, and here the wings are there. So here the wings are there, and here is the tail, here is the mouth. As you can see this part of the fish where I have kept this red dot, that part of the fish is called gills. Gills, gills. With the help of this gills, fish can breathe. So fish breathe with the help of their gills. Now dog breathe with the help of nose, but fish breathe with the help of gills. How you will spell it? Gills, gills. Okay. Now the third animal is insect. Now insect breathe with the help of their air holes. As you know, there are two long antennas in front of these animals or insects. Whenever you see grasshopper or some kind of that thing, so they have backside two holes for breathing. So from there they breathe. They have air holes. From there they breathe. Okay, so you understood how dog, how cat, how fishes and how insects are breathing. Insects breathe with the help of their air holes. Yes. Fish breathe with the help of their gills. Yes. And dog, cat and other animals, they breathe with their nose. Okay. Now we will now we will see how the animals are moving, how the human beings are moving. Human beings are moving with the help of their leg. But how animals are moving, can you tell me? See, when you see a cat is also animal, but she has four legs. Cow, dog, buffalo, giraffe, all of these animals have four legs. But fish is not having leg. So how fish is moving? Bird is not having legs, so how bird is moving? So let's study about it, how they are doing it. Okay, animal moves with the help of their legs. Now animals like dog, cat, camel, horse, giraffe, buffalo, bull, ox, they all move with their help of legs. So all of this is having four legs. Okay. Now fish swim with the help of their fins. Now fish is swimming in the water. She is swimming in the water and she swims with the help of fins. Fins, fins. Okay. Now with the help of their fins, you can see this is called fins. This part and this part. This is called fins. This is fish. So whatever you draw over here and here, that is called fins. They are the fins of the, yes, I will draw and show you. As you can see it here and here. These two are the fins of the fish. Okay. Now, let's move to the birds. Birds fly with the help of their wings. Now, birds have wings. They have wings. For example, this is a bird. So, bird is having a wings. They have wings. So, they move. They move with the help of wings from one place to another. Now, you can see this is a pigeon. For example, this is a pigeon. So how this pigeon is moving from one place to another, you can see. So this is wings. Bird fly with the help of their wings. As you can see here also, these are the wings of the birds. Wings of the birds. Okay. Now let's move to the next, eating part. Now eating part, some of the animals are eating fishes, meat. They are non-vegetarian animals. Okay, they are non-vegetarian animals. In fact, some animals are there, they only eat vegetables, means they are vegetarian animals. Okay, so animals like lion, tiger, lion, tiger, cheetah, these are the animals. They are flesh loving animals. They only eat flesh of the small animals like goat, then cat, dog. Okay, and uh, then you can take lizard. As you can see, lizard also eats the things. They are called they are small insects. You know, there are small insects like house flies, then there are mosquitoes. So lizard eats that thing. And as you know, butterfly and deer, goat, they butterfly eat honey from the flowers. Even goat eat the leaves of the flower or leaves of the tree, petals of the flower. So goat is eating this all things. So let's see what is the eating habit for animals. Okay. So first one is, while some animals eat plants, other eats flesh. As I told you, there are two types of animal. One animal is eating plant, so other animal is eating flesh. So lizard eat insects. I told you lizard is eating insects like housefly or mosquitoes. So lizard is eating that all things. Some insects sucks nectar. Nectar from the flowers. Now what do you mean by nectar? Nectar means honey. Butterfly, what does butterfly and honeybee do? They collect honey from the flowers, nectars from the flowers, and they eat that thing. Okay. Now growth. If it is a human being, So it will be human baby. If it is a animal's baby, then what we will say? If it is a lion's baby, then what we will say? It is calf. If it is a hen's baby, then what we will say? It is chicken. If it is elephant's baby, that also we call as elephant baby or monkey baby. Monkey baby is also known as monkey baby. Okay, so different animals have different young ones, their young ones. So let's study about them, how they grow from baby to an adult. In human beings, first we were babies, then we've grown up as a adult. So animals grow from babies to adult. Two. Now a chick grow into a monster or a hen. Now chicken small chicken or small pillow of that cock will grow as a hen or a rooster. Yes, some insects grow from larva to adult. Now, as you can see, the butterfly will always be in larva, means small egg-like thing, and then it will grow up like an insect. As you can see, this insect, and then this insect will eat the leaves and will convert into a huge butterfly. Okay, now as we all have studied about feelings, I feel like crying, I feel like happy, I feel like sad. Same way animals also feel something. So let's study about animals. Animals also have feeling like human beings. I told you na. See, animal is also having feelings. So how animals is having feeling? Animals is having feeling like human being. They are a good company for each other. Now, as you know, there are pet dogs. You keep the dogs at your home, so they are good company for you. Sometimes it happens that if some stranger is coming to your house, then that dog is seeing that stranger and he is barking on that stranger. Yes or no? Same way. So animals also have a good and a bad feeling. Okay, if your dog is loving you and you are far away from your dog, so what happens, you know, that dog is also having a sad feeling, that today she or he is feeling sad. Okay, now we will study about reproduce. In human being give birth to their babies. In animals, there are some animals who give birth to their babies, but some animals give birth to an egg, and from that egg they get new young ones. Okay, and then that new young one will grow into an adult. So let's see what are there. Some animals give birth to their young ones directly, but some animals lay egg. Lay egg like, what are the animals they lay egg? Tell me the answer for that. Animals like lizard, animals like snake, animals like bird, animals like duck, and animals like hen. They all give egg. This all animals give egg. But animals like lion, goat, rabbit, cow, buffalo, they give birth to the young ones. Okay? Hence, all the living things eat, breathe, grow, feel, move, and reproduce. All the plants and animals and human beings are living things. So now you came to know what all things are living things. Plants, animal, and human beings. Yes, these all things are, they all are human beings. Now let's see the things what Jenny says to the mother. Now this all thing is learned by Jenny. So now let's see what Jenny is saying. Jenny has just learned that her favorite doll is non-living thing. Now she came to know, Jenny came to know that her favorite doll is non-living thing. She is now curious to know more about other non-living things. Now the mother has taught her about living things. So she knows everything about the living things. She knows how the living things eat, how they breathe, how they feel, how they move, how they reproduce. But Jenny does not know and she's curious. Curious means excited. Excited, she wants to know it very eagerly. She's curious. So she's curious. Curious about to know what are non-living things. Now she wants to know about more non-living things. What non-living things are eating, what they are trying to say, how they reproduce, how they move from one place to another. So these all things Jenny wants to know. But there is one thing that Jenny is not knowing till now. I'll tell you. Can you tell me more about non-living things? Now Jenny is telling to Mama, Mama, please tell me more about non-living things. So what Mama is telling? Non-living things do not need food and water. They do not grow. Now see, this is pencil. This pencil is a non-living thing. It does not require, means I have crossed it, does not require food and water to grow. Does pencil eat anything? No. So all the non-living things do not eat food. All the non-living things do not eat food. Understood? Now let's see what next Jenny is saying. Mama is saying, they do not move on their own. Now, if you have a doll and that doll is on the bed, and if you want that doll on your table, so the time you don't go and pick up the doll will not come to you because doll is not moving. So doll is not moving. So non-living things do not move. Okay. Non-living things do not move. So here we have studied about non-living things do not eat, they do not breathe, and they do not move. Okay. They do not move. They do not give birth to young ones. Now as you can see the doll, this doll cannot give birth to young ones. Okay. So non-living things do not give birth to young ones. Now you give me. Now what mother is saying to Jenny, Jenny, you give me some examples of non-living thing. Now you give me some examples of non-living thing, Jenny. So now what Jenny will do? Jenny will give the example. Non-living things cannot grow, cannot eat, cannot breathe, cannot feel, cannot reproduce, and cannot move from one place to another things. The things which living thing is doing, that thing is not done by non-living things. Understood? So let's see what example Jenny is giving to the mama. Now, let me guess. Now what Jenny is telling, let me guess. What all things are there? So what Jenny is telling? My bed. First of all, she told my bed. My bed is a non-living thing. Then she told my study table. She's telling my study table is also a non-living thing. Then she's saying the school bus. The school bus in which she goes to the school is also non-living thing. And my pencil box are all non-living things. So what mother is saying? Yes, you are right, Jenny. Now what mother is telling? Mother is telling, yes, Jenny, you are right. And now what happens? Hence, we have to learn that non-living things do not grow, do not breathe, do not eat, do not move, or do not reproduce the young ones like living things. These all things are known as non-living things. The thing which is not doing growth, breathe, eat, move, or reproduce are known as non-living things. Understood? So I'll end up this chapter here with the living and non-living things. I will meet you in the next video with man-made things and natural things. So I will teach you man-made things and natural things in the next video. Till that time, stay home, stay safe, and don't go out of your house. I'll meet you in the next video. Till that time, bye bye.